Hello, welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. Here comes the news today. In April, about 400,000 tons of rice will be exported. The Prime Minister assigned the Ministry of Industry and Trade and the Ministry of Finance, Agriculture and Rural Development to urgently implement this plan, ensuring that it doesn't affect national food security. Implementing the direction of the Prime Minister, the Ministry of Industry and Trade established an interdisciplinary inspection team to understand the situation of rice volume in ports to serve the management of rice export. The delegation, including representatives of the Ministry of Finance, Agriculture and Rural Development, Vietnam Food Association, will report to the Prime Minister on the situation of rice export in April and the rice export management plan in May. The General Department of Customs also suggested that local units in the actual inspection process of exporting rice will use professional measures, not requiring businesses to unload goods from containers, not to cause trouble or annoy businesses. Yesterday, Long An Binh Sơn resettlement zone was started. This resettlement area will become over 5,000 households eligible for clearance to build Long Thanh International Airport. First, there will be about 700 households in the area, prioritizing clearance of 1,810 hectares of Phase 1 to receive land for house construction in July. Long An Binh Sơn resettlement area has an area of over 280 hectares, one of two resettlement areas built to arrange resettlement for people displaced to hand over the construction ground of Long Thanh International Airport. In order to have a ground to implement the project, Đồng Nai Province completed the compensation work and Đồng Nai Rubber Corporation proceeded to liquidate 358 hectares of rubber and hand over the clean ground in August 2019. The commencement of the project today demonstrates Đồng Nai's efforts and determination in fulfilling its commitment to speeding up to meet the requirements set by the National Assembly and the government. After the commencement ceremony, the items will be simultaneously implemented, including leveling, constructing transportation system, water supply and drainage system, communication system, water waste treatment station must be completed in 160 days. Statistics from 58 provinces and cities across the country said that currently there are more than 3,000 international visitors stuck in Vietnam because of COVID-19, of which about 400 people have the desire to return home. A list of 400 travelers wishing to return to the country has been sent to the Ministry of Transport and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to find solutions for these travelers on exit. Earlier, on April the 10th, Vietnam National Administration of Tourism requested local tourism industry to report the number of foreign tourists who are stuck and need to leave Vietnam. At the same time, it is suggested that the accommodation establishment exempt or reduce the room and board money for them until they can arrange for the flight to take them home. Germany on April 20th recorded an additional 1,035 new cases and 449 deaths, bringing the number of COVID-19 cases to more than 146,000 cases and 4,802 deaths. Chancellor Angela Merkel warned of the danger of an outbreak of this dangerous epidemic again. Speaking at the new conference, Chancellor Merkel said that Germany was only the first step in success in controlling the spread of the new strain of coronavirus. However, the disease could flare up again at any time if the people are subjective and do not comply with the regulations on prevention, especially when the government has just announced the relaxation of some measures of social distancing orders. She emphasized that new cases would rise again, the government would force to reimpose and tighten social measures to prevent epidemics. The spectacular collapse in oil markets is showing no signs of easing as the coronavirus crisis sapped demand and producers ran out of places to store all their excess barrels of crude. U.S. oil prices plunged, falling below $0 Monday to the lowest level. Although OPEC oil cattle on April the 12th agreed to reduce 9.7 million barrels of oil per day in 2 months, May and June 2020, in order to stabilize the black coal price, this move has not stopped the decline momentum of oil prices due to the sharp decline in energy demand due to this dangerous pandemic. On Tuesday, prices rebounded above zero, with the U.S. benchmark West Texas Intermediate for May changing hands at $1.10 a barrel after closing at minus $37.63 in New York on Monday, forcing oil producers to pay buyers to take the barrels they could not store. An expert at energy market research firm by Restart Energy said that this figure at 30 USD is quite bad, while 20 USD or 10 USD is a nightmare. That's all for the news today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.